Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Okay. Yeah.
What's up, Truth Nation, all the juicy jammers out there. What's poppin'? Happy Tuesday. It is day 2 of the RNC here at the Panther Arena in Milwaukee. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
And we got DJ Brother Z on the 1s and 2s.
Holla at me.
Per. And like I said, we're here at the RNC, y'all. Day 2. Hey, what it do? Day 2, what it do? Yeah, I'm just getting my computer set up, ain't gonna lie. But how you feeling, Benjamin?
Day two. I'm not gonna lie to you, Juice, and I'm not gonna lie to you to the juicy gems out there. Today has been much easier. All right, today has been much easier. Coming in today wasn't as much traffic, which I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. Wasn't as much traffic, but I still felt like I was crossing the border. All right, I felt
what
like
you mean?
Yeah, bro, those checkpoints are crazy.
How so, bro?
They got the dog out there checking my car for drugs and stuff.
They're not checking them for drugs, bro.
You know our relationship with the police and cop dogs.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, if they was trying to check cars for drugs, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to come up in here.
How you know? Bruh.
Don't worry about how I know. I've had conversations with folks. You don't know who I know.
Let me find out. Never mind. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But what I will say is, yeah, that's how I felt. I felt like I was I was crossing the border, all the checkpoints, all the security that was there, the K9 dog come out at you. But ultimately, after I passed through, I was able to get to my parking spot effectively.
I'm not gonna lie. I think people on the outside world of this, just like regular civilians and citizens of Milwaukee, don't really understand like the whole downtown checkpoint and stuff.
I mean,
because I have been seeing people making posts like, "Hey y'all, don't go down there to downtown at all. They checking cars. They doing this. You gotta show your papers. You gotta do this." And I just was like, "Oh my gosh, is this a fact? Like, are people really scared to come downtown because they don't want police? They don't want that police
contact.
interaction.
They don't want that kind of static. I mean, personally, especially for the people who are on papers right now, if you got to check in with your PO, check in with your parole officer, all right, definitely stay away from the checkpoint.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all because somebody made a post and I'm trying to find it right now on Facebook.
It's just that one of the parole things is that like if you come in contact with a police officer or any type of like law enforcement agency,
you gotta check in.
Tell your parole officer, and if you don't, like you can go back to jail.
But what's the issue with just telling the parole officer? Like,
most people don't want to
just an extra step.
Yeah, it's an extra step. Everybody wants to live in this idea, especially when you like on papers, or you want to live in this idea that hey, I do have some freedom. Because as soon as you get in any kind of contact again with a police officer, a cop, a deputy, a sheriff, Secret Service member, you have to report that back, or else your ass is grass and you're going back to jail. All right, and it's just a constant reminder. It's one of them things you're not trying to be reminded about. Like, hey, I got to check with my PO. Forget it.
But I wonder the people who might be on papers or whatever and work down here, how that has been going for them. Like I wonder, has that process been easy for them to, just check in with whoever that they got to check in?
It's not an easy process, I'll tell you that.
To check in with your PO?
Nah, because a lot of times your PO go into detail, like, okay, so how long you plan to be there? Who you going to be around? Who you going to be with? So it's a process nobody wants to go through, bro.
Dang, you sound like you've got some experience with this, Benjamin.
I have friends. Okay. I got friends who have experienced this before, and it's just a hectic process nobody wants to deal with. They already out here smoking weed illegally. They're probably already on paper smoking weed. And
see, that was the main thing I thought people were worried about. Like if they sell drugs or something like that, they don't want to get caught up with the stuff and packing that weight. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get all caught up. But I didn't even really think that much about people who might be on papers and have to check in literally any single time. That's crazy.
Any single time, every single time. Again, look, if you're on papers, just stay away from downtown. You will be okay. All right, just watch us on the TV screen. Watch us on the TV screen, or tap into Jammin with Juice right now. You can watch us live on YouTube and see us talk about it all day.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, 101.7 The Truth has been here all day. We're going to be here until the very last day on Thursday. And I mean, it's been an eventful week for us. I mean, yesterday was pretty cool, but even this morning, we had Eric Trump stop over. Trump's son.
So he was on today.
He was not on today. He will. We'll do an interview with him tomorrow on our
Got it. So he just stopped by today.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, Truth Nation, and all the Juicy Jammers listening. I think what caught Eric Trump's attention was Denise.
Really? Because she was all fly.
Yeah. Denise is looking fly. She's around his age bracket and stuff. So I'm pretty certain he was like, "Oh, who's that black woman over there?" And then he saw the Truth logo. He was like, "I gotta get it on you guys' station." That's literally what he said. And Telly and Denise was kind of like, "Oh my God!" Like, well, you know what? Let's see what we can do. So immediately, what your boy Ben Jammin
did. What'd you do, Ben Jammin?
I got to work in. I got to put that magic in real quick. I ended up talking to Eric Trump's handler. Her name was Kim. I talked to her for a brief moment. And it was very interesting because, you said this a lot of times, Juice, about me, right? When it comes down to talking to people, I talk to anybody, right?
Oh, yeah. But that's that Racine in you.
That's the Racine in me, right? But on top of talking to people, I know how to build relationships with people in a very quick moment. So I'll tell you, this is one I guess it's not necessarily a trick. It just was by happenstance. Mm-hmm. But as I'm talking to the lady, I say, "Hey, this is Eric Trump's handler." I'm like, "Hey, what's your name?" And she's like, "Oh, my name's Kim." I said, "Oh, hey, Kim, I'm Benjamin. Kim is my mom's name." Mm-hmm. So that builds relationship and trust just right then and there, and then effectively we were able to go ahead and put a calendar date.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, but sometimes I think some people, it can be fake. Like they're fake trying to make a relationship with people, so they're gonna bring up something that really don't matter or that they don't care about, but they know that it's gonna hook them in. So maybe that's not you necessarily, because you actually might care, and that might actually be your personality, especially you coming from Racine. You 100% just are very open with anyone, literally. But some people, in my opinion, they just seem like they're fake trying to grab that relationship. So you're fake complimenting me just because you want to immediately have some type of trust or connection, and that's what I don't necessarily appreciate when it comes to that. Because me and Ben have had this conversation before.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely fake people who kind of, try to come up to you, talk to you, especially being in media. They see you as some kind of celeb or whatever you want to say. And then, they fake compliment you just to try to get some access.
Or just fake whatever, just fake care.
Yeah, fake caring. That's actually true. People do those types of things. But again, I don't think you just got to make sure whatever you're doing in life just comes from a genuine place. Because if it's not genuinely how you feel in your heart, then just don't do it. Instead of stay away from it. You're only wasting your time than the next person's.
No, I feel you. But I do want to ask you, Ben Jammin, did you watch any of the speeches yesterday?
I didn't watch any of the speeches. However, well, you know what? One thing that stood out to me, because we actually attended it, we were at the Pfizer Forum, and you know what, man? I ain't never been to a white church before, man. I ain't never been to a white church, but I imagine what we saw yesterday is what a white church seems like. All right, because for one, all right, we go into Pfizer Forum, all the MAGAs in there, right? All the MAGA countries all up in there, and I'm talking about all the delegates from South Carolina to Tennessee, to Texas. Every state is up in this piece, man. And I'm telling you, they had women out there wearing cowboy hats, yeehaw. They got people out there wearing dresses with the American flag on there. Just so American, so proud to be American. And I'm not hating on that whatsoever. But I will tell you one thing that disturbed me, Truth Nation. All right, because I'm black. All right, when we go to a black church and somebody says, hey, let's all pray. Let's all pray together. Let's bow our heads, right? Y'all know how that goes. You can do it at the Thanksgiving dinners, all these different activities that we do on Sundays. The Sunday dinners. Yeah. At this Sunday, at this Monday church that they were having or whatever over at Pfizer, the speaker asked everybody to bow their heads, right? And admittedly, a lot of people did. The one person who didn't, though, that struck me crazy was the speaker. All right? They didn't close their eyes. They didn't do none of that stuff.
They had to make sure everybody else was doing
No.
what she asked them to do.
No. Because if you the person praying, you the one person that has to have their eyes closed shut. And I'm talking about where your eyes is closed so hard, you got wrinkles coming out the side of your eyes. You know what I'm talking about? Like your eyes.
It's not believable, bro.
It's not believable, and it's not real. And then who the hell are you praying to then? Where's your spirit coming from? So that kind of perturbed me. But then at the end of the day, they went on to go say, hey, we're all going to recess and we will commence back at 5:45. Hit the gavel. Boom! And I was like, my God, like, this is crazy. Like, this is really real. But at the same time, this is a ceremony. Some people don't understand that.
No, it was definitely interesting to me. But yeah, they do, and Sherwin has said this all the time, they have a lot of prayer involved, a lot of just religious beliefs that is pushing whatever they feel. And I just wonder if everybody is praying to the same God down there.
I think
because I'm like, are we talking to the same man upstairs? Because I don't like what y'all putting down.
Bro, the first person they prayed for, first name that even came out their mouth was Donald Trump.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, let's pray to Donald Trump. Oh wait, what? Huh? He's the God now? Huh? Is that what you told us?
Let them protect him and protect everybody. And I was just like, whoa, this is wild, boy. Honestly, I just want to be there on Thursday so I can see the balloons. I'm not gonna hold you.
You just want the balloons,
That's
bro.
Literally, because I was telling Benjamin, and when we did our tour last week, y'all, I was like, I've never seen like a balloon drop before.
Yeah. And
to know that it's gonna be a balloon drop in Pfizer, bro, that's really what I want to go see. But they was in there late last night, and then Donald Trump, he actually did come in there a little bit later and just sat in his seat, had the bandage on his ear and all that good stuff.
He's falling asleep too.
Who he was falling? Did I send that to you?
No, I saw it on Instagram.
Bro,
he was falling asleep.
He was falling asleep. And I didn't even get to see that portion because I was watching it on streaming on YouTube, and this brother literally was nodding his head off, going to sleep during the speeches. And I'm trying to figure out how he gonna be calling people Sleepy Joe when he doing the same thing.
Yeah, he got to stand on that now.
Like, come on now, Mr. Trump. You can't be doing all of that.
But you know what, though? I'm not going to lie. At this point, Donald Trump should stop saying that and putting that rhetoric out there because, bro, y'all both basically
same age, bro.
Y'all need to sleep.
Give him some grace. My goodness.
For sure. I mean, I'm 32. I'm 32, and I ain't going to lie to you. About 8 p.m., I need a nap.
Listen.
So I can only imagine being 80 years old.
I'm trying to tell you, like, I used to work at Potawatomi, y'all, and I was working third shift. Security, don't ask me why. Maybe that's a story for another day. But I used to fall asleep sometimes. I was tired. It was third shift, bro. And I was falling asleep in places I probably shouldn't have. It got me in trouble. I got written up a couple times. But it's like, I did. I didn't mean to. I had 8. When after you eat, then you got to go work for another like 6 hours. And then
it's the worst.
Being third shift, like, I was just sitting there. Yeah. And it's like, dang, it ain't no motion going. I ain't got nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm going to nod off a little bit. So if my little young self was doing that before I was even 21 years old, I can't blame these men for wanting to fall asleep a little bit. They're tired. It's at the end of the night. Long days.
Long days.
I don't blame them for that. But I just don't like that he over here calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe when he over here doing the same daggone thing. Like, pick a side.
And I mean, technically, Donald Trump is in recovery right now.
But he's heavily sedated. You saying?
It could be. You never know what kind of pills they might have given the former president just to make certain that he's okay and he can actually run his campaign how he's supposed to.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, like, just be fair. That's all I'm saying is be fair. But Juicy Jammers out there, I also want to know, did y'all hear Amber Rose's speech? Okay,
her bald-headed ass.
Amber Rose, and we are going to actually get into it on the other side, but she said a couple of things during her speech yesterday at the RNC that I kind of just want to go over and pick your brains at, because I want to ask y'all, like, is her showing up to the RNC or even the potential idea of 50 Cent coming here to the RNC, is that a form of selling out? That's really what I want to know. 833-212-1017. We're going to get into it on the other side, y'all. So keep it locked here. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce invites all business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs to our third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition. Thursday, July 18th, 5 to 9 p.m. at Perkins Private Event Venue, 6822 West Brown Deer Road. This is a public event. Join us for great food, games and prizes, and of course, the pitch competition. We will find number 7 of the 11 who will compete in December for the $10,000 grand prize. If you are a business-minded person looking to expand your network, collaborate, partner, or grow your business, this is where you want to be. It takes a team to grow a business. Come on out and get your team together. There's no cost to attend. Doors open at 5. Pitch competition starts at 6:30. The monthly winner is determined by audience vote, so bring your family and friends. The Wisconsin Black Chamber is still doing the most. Visit twbcc.com to keep up with what we have going on.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance, get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway. Madison, Wisconsin.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jammin' with Juice, live from the Republican National Convention on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
We can't do that, remember, because we be off beat.
I can at least ad-lib.
It's still gonna be off beat, bro.
And ad-lib can't be off beat.
Yes, it can. It definitely can. Come on now. But anyway, y'all, welcome back. It's Jammin' with Juice, live from the RNC Day 2, the Panther Arena, here in our hometown in the 414, y'all. Milwaukee, to be exact. Talking about some of the speeches that happened yesterday at the prime time, the big stage in Pfizer Forum. I was at home, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was late and it was gonna be raining, and they don't allow for us to have umbrellas up in here. Okay, so if I can't have no umbrella and I gotta walk, because you know ain't no cars around in this area, and I gotta walk, listen, it wasn't gonna be for me. And I was tired. I had stuff to do. My feet was hurting. It was just a whole mess. But somebody who did go on the stage, who I was excited to actually hear, and I don't know if excited is the best word, but looking forward to hear what they had to say as soon as I heard they were even going to be here at the RNC, was Miss Amber Rose. Now, if you guys do not know who Amber Rose is, she used to date Kanye West. She is also a model. She is the baby mama of Wiz Khalifa. She is known as an influencer, and I guess they said she's a rapper as well, even though I have never listened to an Amber Rose track.
She got tracks.
I didn't say she didn't have them. I just ain't never listened to them.
I feel like
because I mean, who out here bumping some Amber Rose tracks? Not me. But she was at the RNC and she came up on the stage and she gave I would say a different type of speech to get people riled up for the RNC and for the hope of their Trump presidency in the future, this upcoming November. But I think we have some audio. Zach, tee it up.
Hello, my name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents, whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals. We all want a better country for our children. But I'm here tonight to tell you, no matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States.
Wow. All right. I have heard enough. I have heard enough of what Miss Amber Rose has had to say, because she was up there talking for at least a good, I honestly don't want to lie, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I listened to the entire thing, but that was one of the first things that she came out and said was, no matter your political background, the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States of America. Now, y'all already know how I feel about this. I don't agree with this statement, but it's not about whether I agree or whether I disagree with it. I am just shocked that these words are even coming out of her mouth. And I am shocked because back in like 2016, she was heavily heavily, avidly against the president at the time, who was Donald Trump. And it's just crazy how she has completely done like a whole 180, I would say, and is now on the side of the Republicans. And she has even said, for a long time, I believed the lies that the media has said about Trump, and I believe that the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. She's saying she doesn't think that he's a racist anymore.
Right.
She also went on to say that she was so afraid of even coming out to say that she is now on the Republican side because of what everybody was going to think of her, and her dad, who was in the military at one point and is also a white man, might I add, because she is mixed race, that he was kind of the one to tell her to open up her eyes to actually who Trump was, and gave her all of these things of why Trump is a great person. And now she is on board with that, and I just don't understand how. I don't understand how she is, especially since she is supposed to be for women's rights, and that is something that 100% will be taken away in Project 2025. And also, what's the other one that people keep talking about?
Porn. Getting rid of porn.
Well, yeah, that. But I was talking about, what is Trump's plan called? Trump
Agenda 47.
Yeah,
Agenda 47.
That's also part of that as well. So even though Trump is not like claiming Project 2025, even though a lot of his camp and the people around him are literally part of creating it.
Yeah. It's actually interesting. The Heritage Foundation is right across the street at the Baird Center.
Really?
Oh yes, they are.
Well, tell them to come over here. We have questions.
Sure.
But I don't know. It's just crazy to me, y'all. And so I wanted to know what y'all think, Truth Nation and Juicy Jammers out there. Do you think that with Amber Rose switching up like this, and for reasons I still don't necessarily understand, because she didn't really give examples, she just said words, but do you guys think that this is kind of looked at as selling out her people, selling out the culture, selling out just from her own values and beliefs? 833-212-1017. I'm kind of on the, I want to say yes. I do want to say yes. What do you think, Benjamin?
I mean, personally, is it selling out? That's kind of tough, because ultimately selling out would go to say that she has a major following, right, that supports her. And when we talk about selling out, typically we're talking about selling out the black community. I don't think Amber Rose equates to the black community how she believes she does. Like, if we're talking about like a Jay-Z or a Beyonce, then maybe I'd go that far. But as far as her, it seems like to me that she feels like more of her values and where she's going towards the future aligns more so with the Republican Party. And if that's what she believes in, then go for it, Amber Rose. However, am I going to go ahead and be like, you know what, because Amber Rose said it, I'm finna jump off a cliff too? No. But even with what she said last night at the speech, right? She said, goes on to say, I believe that Donald Trump is best for our babies. I believe that Donald Trump is best for our future. You know, and I think that's really the question right there, right? Because, like, is he truly the best thing for our future? We've already seen what happened in the past 4 years that he had here running as the president of the United States. We saw where we were when we left off with Barack Obama, who, again, I believe was definitely better than the two jokers that we got right now, you know. And we saw what happened in the 4 years of his presidential run, right, from 2016 to 2020. We all ended up in the pandemic. The economy was ass, you know. And then the only highlight that everybody talks about is, oh well, we got checks. Everybody go get some money.
And mind you, that wasn't even him, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't him. And then you also have to remember that people really died, so people could get that money. So like, what? Well, another million people have to die so we can all get paid? Like, that's very selfish if that's why you're voting for that man.
Yeah, no, a lot of reasons I feel like is very selfish if you are voting for that man. And, you know, I have said this before, maybe off air, I don't know if I've said it here, but when you're voting for someone, you shouldn't just be thinking of yourself. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't just be thinking of what people or what the candidate is going to specifically do just for you or even just your people. You have to think about the whole America as one, you know, and what is going to be the best option for every single person. But that is the question right now, you guys. Do you think that Amber Rose is selling out by her comments during the RNC? Let us know at 833-212-1017. We got Will on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer, Will?
Juicy Jammin Will. That's a new one. Oh, man. Thank you for taking my call. I'm having a good time listening to your conversation. The question at hand, is Amber Rose selling out? Selling out to me, right, means that there was some type of exchange. You were given nearness to Pharaoh or nearness to some political party or person for a fee. And then you go out and you do the bidding of what you were paid to do, right? So as a spiritual person, you know, coming from my background, in the Holy Quran, that was one of the objectives of Pharaoh when the children of Israel were seeking their freedom. Pharaoh said, well, let's get their leaders and promise them nearness to us to get the children of Israel off the path with their liberator and freedom fighter. So if that's the case, then yeah, if you were sold nearness to the enemy, then yeah, you're a sellout. But that's very interesting. On the flip side, I have to be just, and I will say this, that you can go to Mr. Trump's website, you can go to Mr. Biden's website, and you can read their policies, right? And after reading their policies, you can determine if they are working in the best interest of your self-interest or your best enlightened self-interest. Let me say it like that. Your enlightened self-interest. If their policies are in harmony with that, then okay, I can understand why you would say this person is someone we should vote for. But if you haven't vetted their policies thoroughly from their websites, then you're making a decision without knowledge. And as a spiritual teacher, I would strongly advise against such action.
Will, real quick question before we get off the lines with you. Who are you voting for?
So a similar tone.
No damn body.
I feel that, Will. Thank you for calling in.
Neither one of these candidates, man. You know, not voting is also a vote, and I'm not gonna let anyone, you know, deter me from that. But I'm not gonna cheapen the sacredness of my vote just to give it to someone because this boogeyman talk. You can't punk me like that.
No, I feel that, Will.
Hey, Will, I have a quick question. I have another quick question if you're still on the line.
Sure.
With you not voting, who do you think will win?
Who do I think? Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I really don't know. After watching the debate, this is a tough one, America. Best wishes, good luck.
Is there one at all that you would prefer a little bit more than the other, or are you saying whoever wins it, it really doesn't matter, it really doesn't affect me?
No, I don't think either way it goes will affect Black America in the positive. The breadcrumbs we have been able to get from the political arena have really, in truth, been a mockery, in my judgment. For people who have given so much to America, I believe that justice does not look like what we have getting out of the political arena over the last 150 plus years. What we have gotten out of the political arena has been a slap in the face and a mockery of justice.
Okay.
That's what I think.
We appreciate your comments and giving your opinion, Will. We really do. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Juicy Jammer.
Yeah, thank you, Juicy Jammer. And if you guys want to chime in on the conversation about selling out, really, honestly, for me, it's not even about Amber Rose. I'm more so thinking about do I want to say black people, but I don't at the same time, because it feels like a sellout of black people, but at the same time I also think it should be about the benefit of everybody in America. So even like Will was just saying, like, oh, I don't think that either side is going to do anything for black people. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say I agree with that, but I understand where he's coming from. But I also think that we have to take each individual race out of it and just think of like America and be like, okay, well, who's going to be the best option for the American people? So I get it, but then I'm saying, well, Amber Rose is kind of selling out the black community in a sense, and not even just the black community, but women, being a woman, being black, having a black child. Like, there's so many layers to it. But what do you guys think? 833-212-1017. Do you think that Amber Rose or anybody who is going to switch and do a complete 180 on them, is that kind of like selling out? Or does it depend on what their own individual values and morals are? Let us know, and we are going to be back on the other side. So keep it locked here. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet, because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways, so our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
The Wisconsin State Fair welcomes TLC. Friday, August 2nd, 7:30 p.m. State Fair main stage presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. TLC. Go way back like crazy, sexy, cool, and totally live. Special guest, Jordan Sparks. On sale now at wistatefair.com. Don't miss TLC Live. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular.
Attention Wisconsin, Eagle Sports Range is now open, proudly claiming the title of Wisconsin's largest indoor range. Enjoy 40 lanes, unlimited range time, no reservations needed, and an impressive selection of 100 firearm rentals with unlimited swaps. Experience the thrill like never before. Visit Eagle Sports Range at 2525 East Layton Avenue in Cudahy. Text TRUTH to 414-375-6030 for a free range pass. Valid for one person only, expires within 48 hours. That's 414-375-6030.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
You are listening to Jammin' with Juice, live from the Republican National Convention on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had to leave to treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you, but you never should've. And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had to leave to treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And you never woulda, cause I have to take shots if you ever coulda. And a couple K dots and a couple J rocks. I watch a top dog like a tank top, and it's on push the stars, quick clean. This is how we push the all. I'm taking toss. I spent hours on my wrist to watch. You came first, 1 second, let me fix my claw. Me and my ex undressed, had a menage.
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to Jammin' with Juice. I am your girl, Nona Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'.
It's amazing.
And we are live from the RNC Day 2 here in Milwaukee, having such a grand time, learning so many things. Everybody's meeting so many people. Yeah. Just walk around experiencing life, man.
I mean, it's a lot of power players in here. There's a lot of power players in here, and you know, I was just having a side conversation with my boy T-Lo. T-Lo, the hero for the people. All right, and
you switch it up.
Yeah, you know, I'm around. Never mind. But with that being said, now this is really the time to be around. It's the time to network with any and everybody you've ever thought to ever talk to in media before. Whether you're talking about the Don Lemons of the world with CNN or whomever, you know, everybody's here. So
I feel like they got people locked up though.
Who? Like Donald Trump?
But
it's a knee slapper.
No,
he's
just
free.
saying, like the high up media people, I feel like they tucked away. Like you can't get to them. Well, I mean, like we can't even get into the CNN building, bro.
I mean, we know CNN. They're over there at Turner Hall.
Right, but I said we can't get in there.
Who? We
you been in there?
Bro, you know, bro, you know we got access, bro.
Alright.
You know we got access, bro.
Bitch, Jammin' finna get carried out by the Secret Service.
And if I do, I'm gonna say they're racist. I'm like, they're racist. I told y'all.
Bro, if you ain't gotta see, that's just like black people. We don't have the right credentials and we blaming it on other people.
Facts. They're racist. I don't have the right credentials. They're racist. They're kicking me out. That's what I'll blame it on. I swear, if I get any static during the RNC, I'm just gonna blame it on racism. That's it.
I don't think it'll get you far around these parts.
Well, the DNC gonna pick it up. That's what's gonna happen. And then next thing you know, I'm gonna be the speaker for Joe Biden.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I really wish I was going to
lean
the
on me.
DNC, bro.
Yeah, that'd be
just
cool.
Because it's a couple people I want to see. I love my girl Jasmine. I feel like she's doing such great work. Jasmine Crockett.
That'd be hard.
Trying to help push the narrative of whatever needs to be pushed for the Democratic agenda. She's doing a fantabulous job. Really should just be the face of the entire party because she be killing it with the questions. She's witty. She's sassy. She's got some spunk. I like it.
No, it's fire. I mean, at least, you know, she isn't a person out here trying to sell out her community. You know, at least, you know, the party hasn't been like, hey, you know what? Let's give you $1 million. We know that you're a celebrity out here, and use you to contact your audience and make certain that they become voters of me.
Right. No, I agree. And it's like, okay, when it comes to selling out, y'all, I feel like I'm just trying to figure out what certain people's angles are. So if you are somebody who is a minority, what is your angle for real for voting for the Republican Party? I'm not even gonna say Trump because it's not even about Trump. It's just like the entire party right now with the agenda that they are trying to push with the Project 25 or even the Agenda 47. What is the angle?
Juice, you gotta realize, like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'll be really honest with y'all, Juice Nation. I really am, because you gotta realize a lot of these people, you know, they're not like me and you. They're not like the everyday average American. They're not the everyday person out there, right? A lot of the things that affect me and you don't affect them. They're so high up. Like, you know, got people again. We got Amber Rose, right? She comes from Philly. Amber Rose is from Philly. She used to be a stripper. All right, now she is so far removed from the street life that things that happen on the streets don't even affect her anymore. That's why, you know, I'd hate to go back to it, but when the pandemic was kicking in, you saw all these different celebrities out here talking about get the vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine. And on the opposite side, you know, people are out there truly dying from these types of ideas that were being spewed out of their mouth. You know, a lot of times celebrities do go to sell out their own community or sell out their own audience. It happens day in and day out, each and every time. Whether you're talking about ideas of, let's get the Slim Fast, and they're endorsing the Slim Fast brand. Right? Hey, I'm serious though. you know, you get Oprah Winfrey on the Slim Fast. She telling you about Slim Fast, and then next thing you know, your ass still
But
big.
I guess I'm not just talking about celebrities, because even watching the speeches yesterday, they found regular, everyday people to go up there and talk about how they love Trump and how they went from Biden to Trump and how they care about the family and all this other stuff. I'm like, these are everyday people like me and you who are not celebrities, who have either switched up and who are part of the minority community right now, the minority group, who are saying that they are now going for this side. So if they even mentioned Great Jet Cafe, the lady who owns Great Jet Cafe. They mentioned her. They mentioned her in the speech and said she voted for Biden and now she's going for Trump. That's an everyday person. So that's what I'm saying. What is the angle? What are you getting out of it?
But even with that being said, a person like that, right? You have to realize they have different kinds of bills. That's actual business owner. So a lot of the ideas that a conservative or somebody on the who's a part of the Republican Party, that aligns with her values now. Right before she wasn't a business owner. Now what Republicans are talking about aligns with what she's trying to go after in her future. So same thing for anybody out there, right? Like, you know what? I get sick of this party crap. Like I get sick of people talking about, oh, here's the Democrat Party, here's the Republican Party. Truly, all we're even arguing about is a sense of values and a sense of ideas that we feel that, hey, this best fits me. This best fits me over here. Whether you're talking about the left wing over here and they're talking about the transgender idea or the woke movement or whatever.
It just makes me question, like, why are some of your values more of a priority than others?
Well, again, because you know what? The big thing about being a Republican is also, being a conservative. And if you're thinking about being a conservative, you're thinking about how to conserve your energy, how to conserve your resources. That's what you're really looking for. So you are looking at stuff. You're looking at how to build up me and my family, and then for me and my family, how I build up my community. Whereas when it comes to Democrats, again, they're thinking about everybody, but sometimes the shoe don't fit for everybody. One of the biggest things that I even hate about the whole Democratic community is the fact that something that was devastating to our communities out there was the whole food stamp idea. I mean, truth be told, I feel like food stamps led people. It spoon-fed people into submission.
I mean, we could go down the rabbit hole on this conversation a whole other day because that's not everybody's experience.
That's not everyone's experience, but for a vast majority of people it is. And we were just talking about diabetes and all these other things that happen in our communities. That's one of my problems over there. I have other problems with the Republicans, but when I'm talking about in regards to why people decide to switch their values and morals and be like, hey, I'm finna be over here with Republicans or I'm finna be over there with Democrats, it's just who they feel like, hey, I'm more aligned over here. Again, we began this conversation asking, is Amber Rose selling out her community? We also got to attribute to the 50 Cents of the world, So call in right now, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. How do y'all feel about celebrities selling us out? Whether it's the 50 Cents of the world, the Amber Roses of the world.
It's not celebrities. It's everybody.
Okay, Juice, but you know what I'm saying. So
I know,
the Kodak Blacks. So
gotta get specific.
Call in. We can't get specific with nobody's.
Yes, you can. The everyday people, don't call them nobodies. That's like saying you a nobody. Don't be calling everyday people nobodies.
What I'm saying is, never mind. Let's go to the lines. Who we got on the lines?
Okay, we got Brian on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer, Brian?
How you doing? Y'all looking for normal people or regular people that would support Trump. The bottom line is not who we support, is the issues that are on the table. What messed up the Democratic Party in my eyes had to do with that lady AOC back when Biden was running. She was pushing that Green New Deal thing, and that Green New Deal flies right in the face of what capitalistic black folks are trying to do. It flies right in our face of what we're trying to do, which is make money and take care of our families. So ever since AOC and her Green New Deal, the AOC herself is selling a lot of the votes for the Democratic Party and a lot of the support for the Democrats and Biden, period. Because at the end of the day, they still have a you-know-what on for getting rid of our combustion cars and bringing in electric cars and stopping us from drilling for oil and getting all this other stuff when no other country on this current planet has to do the certain things that the climate accords and the climate change nutcases want us to do. They want us to kill our industry, but let them go unchecked. China's doing that. That's why China's making all our parts, making all our products and what have you, because we can't do any manufacturing here. Because one little...
Hey, Brian, thank you so much for calling in. Your signal's getting a little bad, but let's move on to the next caller.
Yeah, we got Al on the line. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, Al?
69 guy, what's cracking?
Well, let's break it down. Because we have Amber Rose has been washed up just like her inside. 50 cents. Coonery. You ain't making no music. And to the lady with her cafe, it's the recipe, boo. It's the recipe. So you can't blame nobody for that. Maybe that chef stove is not for you. Baby, you need to use a lot of slap your mama, some Louisiana seasoning. But also remember for a lot of black Republicans, it doesn't take too much to get them, because you know Republicans don't pay too much money when it comes to blacks, because they pay them like $20 tips and tricks and little nickel fools. And when it comes to approval, you know black people always wanted that, especially when it comes to white folks.
Oh wow!
If I can't
Al. Hey Al, thank you so much for calling in, bro. We definitely appreciate that, man. Maybe that is what the black people out here really want. But let's go to Kimmit. Kimmit will be our last caller for the day.
What's going on, family?
What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm good. I don't know about the Juicy Jammer, but let's keep it positive.
That's a good thing. A Juicy Jammer is just our community, brother.
No, we're going to argue about that. It's something that
he said I'm too old to be a Juicy Jammer.
With you, yeah, don't worry about it. We good, though. I rock with y'all. We Juicy. We can
you know what it is.
Let's do it. But let me say this. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
all day, brother. You know what? But let me say this. You cannot call Amber Rose. To call Amber Rose, which I don't care for her at all, 50 Cent, a sellout, is to imply that the Democratic Party is the party of black people. You don't want to go down that hole, do you? Because I would tell you this: if that's the party, then let me ask you. Let's get to Wisconsin real quick here. When Tony Evers, everyone stumped for Tony Evers, and he became governor, he didn't put a black person in his cabinet. Now, don't that sound kind of Donald Trumpish?
Oh no, come on now. You gonna forget about Mandela? Are you gonna forget about Mandela? Come on, Mandela.
No, Mandela wasn't in his cabinet. Listen, Mandela was not in his cabinet. He ran as lieutenant governor on his own. He didn't pick the people picked lieutenant governor. So that's what's happening here. Lieutenant governor was picked by the people, not him. He had to run separately.
You know what I will say, Kevin? You know what I will say, Kevin, because we are running out of time. I don't think necessarily what Juice was saying, or even what we were saying on this show in regards to Amber Rose selling us out, refers to the Democratic Party being the black party. I think what we're more so referring to is, are these people selling out the American people? Kind of knowing what Project 2025 can do to us.
America.
American people, so they all align with us. Who comes to our aid? Tell me where these American people are at that come to our aid when it comes to diversity and reparations.
Tell me when the black people come to our aid. It's not just about black people.
Hey, well, black folks do. Hey, don't do that, Juice. I've been in this community too long, and my mother been fighting too long. Black folk have always fight on behalf of black folk. Or else we wouldn't be where we at today. Today till we fight. Today till we fight. We go to prison. We get locked down. You don't want to talk about Matula Shakur. You don't want to talk about those who have been demonized all throughout the country, who have been arrested and held. You can't say that because you're not in that arena. You can't do that.
I would love to talk about it, and maybe we'll be able to talk about it a little bit tomorrow. I think that's what we'll have to do. So maybe you could call in tomorrow. It was Kimmit, right? Yeah, Kimmit, and we'll discuss it. But right now, we are going to wrap up the show with a bow on the other side. So keep it locked here. It's Jammin' with Juice.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Truth Nation, join the Center for Leadership of African Women's Wellness from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 27th for their prestigious Wine, Women, and Wings Red Carpet Affair and fundraiser. Enjoy food, drinks, music, fellowship, and fun at this summer event. So join them Saturday, July 27th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at St. Francis Parish, 1937 North Bell Phillips Avenue. Tickets can be purchased on their website at claww.org/events.
Hey y'all, have you heard of Liberate MKE? We're building power for our community for our voices to be heard. We are addressing community issues by redistributing funds from the city budget into public health, housing, libraries, and more. Did you know the Milwaukee Police Department got $300 million last year and public health didn't even get a fraction of that? We're focused on funding life, not violence. If you want to be a part of that, come join us. You can find us at liberatemke.com.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
This is Jammin' with Juice, live from the Republican National Convention on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Okay.
Dang. And just like that, y'all, the show has come to an end.
Damn.
We got so much more that we want to say, but we are just going to have to continue this conversation into tomorrow because we will be here again, RNC Day 3 at the Panther Arena here in Milwaukee. I already know what's going on. Do you have any final thoughts, Benjamin?
The Democratic Party is not the party of black people.
Bro, that's where you want to end the show on, bro.
I want to just say that the black people invented the Republican Party, so...
What about today?
I'm a Gemini.
Bro, I be so... Y'all, do y'all see what I have to deal with when I be here with Benjamin, y'all? Help me, please. Help me, guys.
Was that not facts?
I mean, I ain't saying it ain't a fact, but I'm just saying one is better than the other. And I'm going to just leave that there because...
Is it?
Yeah.
I think
factually, for America, because like I said, take black people out of it for America is the best part. All right, Zach's telling us to get out of here. We'll see y'all later. Tori Lowe shows up next.
The Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our 2nd annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August